Alaska Senator Dan Sullivan joins me now. Mr. Senator, when will all this end?
Well, Stu, good morning. And look, whether it's appeasing dictators in Iran, terrorists, by the way, in Iran, or kowtowing to Chinese dictators, everywhere John Kerry goes, he undermines American interests, national security interests, economic interests. You know, as you know, and you talk about it all the time, our energy, all of the above energy, but especially oil and gas, is one of the great strengths of America. The fact that John Kerry goes over to this COP meeting and is unilaterally surrendering it, it's another example of what he's been doing for decades, undermining U.S. interests. And once again, Stu, I call on John Kerry to resign. He has been a disaster for U.S. interests across the world. Everywhere he goes, he undermines our interests. And here's one thing. Do you ever hear John Kerry criticize the Chinese and the Chinese Communist Party on their horrendous emissions records, their pollution record? He never criticizes them. He criticizes us, but this guy's got to go.
If elected, Donald Trump says, if he's re-elected, I should say, he says that on day one, he would drill for oil. I guess, Mr. Senator, that makes you a Trump guy, correct?
Well, look, the Trump administration's record on energy independence, particularly as it relates to Alaska, was fantastic. At the end of the Trump administration, we were energy independent. And look, the president and his Secretary of Interior, Ryan Zinke, they didn't just talk about energy independence. They talked about energy dominance. And Stu, again, in this very dangerous world, a lot of people talk about the military, which of course Biden is cutting dramatically. But again, one of our great strategic strengths over our adversaries, like China, like Russia, is energy, is American energy. Xi Jinping is scared to death of American energy dominance. The Trump administration did a great job, and if President Trump is reelected, I look forward to working with him and his team like I did in the previous administration when they were in power to make sure we have energy dominance, not just in Alaska, but throughout America.
Mr. Senator, thanks very much for joining us this morning. A good moment for you to join us, because Alaska is really an oil state, and these people are just trying to suppress oil left, right, and center. Mr. Senator, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Stu.
Yes, sir.